guys, welcome back to my channel, and today what I have for you is a Christmas DIY. I'm going to be decorating and painting this large lantern that I bought at Walmart. So this is what you need if you want to make this project. It's just a very large lantern, and they had them in the bronze already pre-painted or the galvanized, so I picked up the galvanized because I wanted to paint my own. Now this was $24.98, and it's such a good deal. Now several of you were having trouble finding these, and they also have the smaller ones, which I also have, but I went in Walmart probably about 3 weeks ago, and I said, are you going to be getting any more lanterns in? And they were like, no, all we have is what's out. I was like, okay. So then I go back like I guess it was just the other day, and they had put out new ones. So don't give up if you haven't found them. Just keep checking back in, even if they say they're not going to get them, because I don't think they really know maybe what they are getting. So you'll need a lantern of some sort, okay? Then you're going to need a candle, and I'm going to use my Luminera candle that I got on sale at Joann's, but any kind of candle will do. Then you're going to need some gesso, and we're going to use this to seal this galvanized metal so that we can paint it and the true color will come out and you won't use as much paint. So you need some gesso. And then you're going to need some apple barrel white acrylic paint. I bought mine at Walmart. And then you're going to need some extra fine glitter in this really pretty white. It's kind of an iridescent white, and I got this at Walmart as well. And then you're going to be needing, now you can paint your lantern any color that you want. I just like things to look very cold and snowy. So you're going to be needing some of these at Michael's, that I got at Michael's. They're $1.99 each, but they're 30% off. So you're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna need 6 of these, and it's the real fluffy ones that just look like branches that have snow all over them. And then I got some of these again, and they were $1.99 as well. And I don't know how many I'm going to be using, and I got these at Michael's also. You're going to need maybe 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 of these, okay? And then you're going to need a glue gun, some foam brushes, and maybe some brushes like this. All this came from Walmart. And something to cut your stems off, and a paper plate, and other than that, that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my tags off, and I'll come back and we'll start this DIY. Okay, the first thing you want to do naturally is just dust your lantern on the outside and clean your glass, okay? So I'm going to go ahead, and I think I'm going to start right in here and work my way up and then come down. We're going to do the outside and the inside, okay? So let's open up our gesso. And I'm just going to use a foam brush for this. Okay, and we are just going to start putting our paint, our gesso on here. You don't have to be real particular. You definitely want to keep it off of your glass. And you do want enough on there to seal it. Just like that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and put this on all over, and when I get to around the glass area, it's kind of hard for you to see right now, but I am putting a coat of gesso on there. When I get around to like the more delicate glass area, then I'll come back. Okay, as you can see, I've got the top part done, and now I'm just coming straight down along through here near my glass, just being very careful not to get it on my glass. You can use a smaller brush if you want, but that's all I'm doing, just like that. And then I'm going to come straight down through here and just turn your edge brush on the edge and just follow this down through here, and it'll make it a lot easier, and you won't get it on your glass, hopefully. Okay, so I'll be back just as soon as I'm finished putting all this on the inside and the out. Okay, now when I'm getting around this door, push this down a little more. It's really not hard. I thought it might be a little harder than this. I'm just putting it right like this on my brush, and I'm just coming down, up and down like that, and it really is getting on there nicely. And I haven't gotten it on the glass except one time I had a small amount, and if you just take a wet paper towel, it comes right off. And I'd say you could use baby wipes to get that off, or wet ones. So as soon as I get this finished, I'll be right back. Okay, as you can see, I have it all painted with the gesso, and this is what it looks like. And you don't want a real thick coating, but you don't want a real thin coating either. And make sure when you do this area right here where your lantern latches, if you have one like that, that you don't let anything dry down in that, or you won't be able to latch it or unlatch it. So just make sure that you check on that. Okay, mine is pretty dry, but I'm gonna take a hair dryer, set on probably warm medium, and make sure that it's got a few little areas that are still a little tacky, and I want it nice and dry before we continue, so I'll be right back. Okay, it's dry, and it dries pretty quickly just while you're painting it, but I did go ahead and use the hair dryer just to make sure. Now on this inside, you can bend these clips up and remove the glass and paint the inside of it. I'm just not going to for time purposes, but you probably should. It would give it a very much more finished look if you just pop this glass out and then just continue to paint. But I think it's going to be fine just like it is, and I love it. Okay, so now all we have to do is just open up our white acrylic paint. And I don't know if I'm going to use the foam brush to do this or what, but we will see. We'll just start putting it on here. I think this is going to be so pretty. And you know, I always like things to look old, so it's not going to bother me if this looks a little old, because I think that adds so much to the effect. Okay, so let me kind of turn this around so you can see. As you can see, we're just getting, and you can do yours in any color that you want. It doesn't have to be white. But I just want everything to look so cold. Okay, so that is what we're getting, and it might take another coat on here. It probably will, and then again, I may do something else, so we'll see. But as soon as I get this painted with the white acrylic paint, then I'll be back. Okay, here it is. I've painted it white all over, and like I said, you can always pop the glass out and paint the inside. I'm just not going to do that. Okay, so now what I think I want to do, and you could even, if you wanted, take like a metallic chocolate brown or maybe like a coffee latte and dry brush it on here. I think it would give it depth, but I think I'm going to continue with my just cold look. So what I'm going to do now is get my glitter out, and what you need to do is just put a little bit more paint on here to get the glitter to stick where you want it, and you don't have to be real particular. And we're just going to sprinkle some glitter on here. I just want it to look Like maybe it's got a little bit of snow. And you can get things that look like snow and put it on stuff if you want. I just like the glitter because I want it to be a little shiny. And like I said, you don't have to be really particular. Naturally, this has to be dry before you do this. And you want to put something down on your surface. But I think this is going to give it just that added little oomph. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but in person it really looks pretty. So I'm going to just put some of this on. And I may only put it like on the top where the snow or the ice crystals would hit it. I may not put it anywhere else. Maybe around the base, I might do that. But I'm loving this effect. It's so pretty and it looks so cold. Okay. And you just need to put it on there before the paint dries. You'll have a little bit of fallout, but not a lot. I've done this many times and I don't have any problems with it, so. I just want it to look cold. Just cold. And you can put any kind of glitter on there that you want. But it really is giving it a nice effect. You just need to work before your paint dries. And you could have spray painted this if you wanted. You didn't have to do the paint. You could spray paint it. But I'm trying to stay away from spray paint as much as possible. I still spray paint, but I'm having problems with allergies, so I'm trying my best to just steer clear a little bit from it. And like I said, I like it to look old. And I think this definitely does look old. And I'm really not using that much glitter, so there's not a lot of glitter waste. I think I'll try to put some right down this door, maybe. And you could turn it on its side. Definitely could turn it on its side. I just think it's adding an extra little oomph to it that it didn't have. Before I did this. But I definitely just want it to look cold. Cold, cold, cold. So I know you know what I'm doing. So for time purposes, but you couldn't see, I'm sorry. Okay, so what you do is just put it on here on the bottom like this. You really don't have to be particular. Then I'm kind of just leaning it over and sprinkling the glitter on there. And be careful if you touch something that's wet, it might mess it up a little bit. And we are almost finished with this. Only thing we have left is just to decorate it, which I'm so excited. I think this is going to be so pretty. And like I said, you really don't use a lot of glitter. Okay, this is our last side. It just looks like it was out in some frost and snow. I love it. I'll try to get it up closer to you so you can see it. I might just put a little bit in here. You're really not going to see this, so you really don't even need to do this. But I like glitter. Glitter makes my world happy, okay? All right, so let me try to put this up here so you can see it. It's really heavy, so I don't know if it's coming across, but it is gorgeous with that glitter. I love it. Okay, so let me go ahead and dry this with a hair dryer set on low to make sure that it's really dry before I start putting my candle in here and everything. And then I'll be back. Okay, I have everything dry, so what I'm gonna do right now is start putting this on. I'm gonna cut this off about right here for right now and see where I want it. Okay, and I'm just gonna start putting this around right here. Ooh, that was hot. I didn't have my little spatula. All right, that is gonna be so pretty, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and shut this door while I'm doing this. All right, now we're gonna move over here and we're just gonna keep doing this all the way around until we get it exactly like we want it. I just want it to look like there's a lot of cold foliage just coming out of this. But be careful because that glue is hot. But if you do the spatula that my mom put me into doing, it really does help because it saves the fingers. And just hold that there. Oh, I think this is going to be gorgeous. Oh, my cold weather. I'm so excited. We're having cold snaps right now, but that's about all we're having. Okay, and then let's see. Which ones do I want to put where? I think I'll put this one. Let's look at it. Let's go over here. Since this is the front, and kind of try to match it up. But in nature, not everything looks the same. So it will be fine if some of these are just a little bit bigger than the others. It will not be a problem. I'm so excited. This is really turning out nice. Oh, I love it. If cold weather doesn't come to me, I'll bring it. I'll artificially make it, okay? All right. Now we're gonna come around here. And I think I'm gonna put Which one do I want to wear? I think I'm going to put this really fluffy one towards the back. Gotta remember where my back is. Okay, that right here. But this is so versatile. I mean, you could do this in any color scheme, whatever your colors of your decor is, and you could just have a custom lantern. And if you would see this out, you would pay a lot of money for this. Oh, I'd hate to see how much you'd pay for something like this. But yet you've had the enjoyment of making it yourself. And you get exactly what you want. Put that one right there and hold it. I couldn't be happier. I really do love this. And it really was not hard to paint or to put, just make sure that you have, I would say, not a small amount of paint on your brush, because then when you make one pass, you almost have it on there, and just go, you know, slow, steady pressure, and it's so easy to do. Okay. And we are almost done. This has been such a fun little project to do. Oh, I love it. It looks so cool. You can put a bow on top if you want. I don't really think I'm going to. I think I like it like this. I don't think it really, I think I'm kind of going for like an elegant simplicity like. All right, now what I'm going to do, let me bend this down so you can see. I feel like I've had this all over the counter. Okay, let me bend this down. Okay, but let me show you the top first. I think this is gorgeous. Just look at that. And then the glitter's picking up on it. It just truly looks cold. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, I went ahead and got me a little mirror from the Dollar Tree that I had in there, and I'm gonna put it in the bottom because I don't want to get anything on my nice Luminara candle, okay? So I'm just gonna set that in here for right now till I figure out exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so I guess that would be more my front. It's gotta be in the middle of that glass, okay? So what I'm gonna do now is just take this, and I don't know, I may just like cut them individually, we'll see. I'm gonna try a big stem first. I just want this to look like it's just right in here in a ton of cold areas. So I don't know if I want to cut them apart. We'll see. And I don't think it's really going to take that many to give us the look that we want. So far, I'm going to use 4, so that's good. This would be really pretty for a wedding if you were having like a Christmas wedding or something like that. That would be really pretty too. Let's put this in here. Oh, I think this is going to be gorgeous. Okay guys, here it is. I absolutely love it. Let me show you from the top down. I think it just looks cold and elegant. I wish you could see the glitter. It's so hard, and the camera really isn't picking it up. But you can do this for any decor that you want in your colors. I just love how this turned out. It's just simple and elegant. You could put a bow on the top if you wanted. I don't think I'm going to. I'm still debating on what I'm going to actually do, but I don't think I'm going to. And I love that my candle is just, you can turn it off or on with the remote. I really like that. I think that's really helpful. But if you would see this out, you would pay a lot of money for something like this. I mean, lanterns, especially even decorated minimally, are very expensive. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye guys.